Electric drive has been around in airguns for about 30 years, but those were built just for shooting light plastic rounds, mostly used in airsoft and toy guns. For heavier stuff like steel BBs and lead pellets, we've been using good old springs, gas or CO2, and that was the standard for decades. It's only in the last few years that we've seen a real shift. That's when Umarex released the AER16. It's one of the first full-auto BB guns on the market with a real electric drivetrain, and it shoots actual steel BBs. So what really had me curious was whether this electric drive could actually beat good old CO2. So I spent some serious time with it, ran it through a bunch of targets, put it through some tests, and I've got a few things to say, like does it actually shoot well, what it can punch through, and if that full auto mode actually holds up. And as always, you'll find links to these and other air guns in the video description. So let's break it all down. I'm Phil and welcome back to Sports and Gadgets. So the Umarex AER16 feels a lot like a classic AR-style carbine. You know, Umarex always tries to make their stuff feel as real as possible to give you that realistic experience while keeping it safe and easy for everyone. You just pick it up and immediately know what to do with it. All the controls feel natural and intuitive. There is nothing weird or complicated. The build feels really solid. It's mostly high-quality aluminum and strong polymers. I mean, it definitely doesn't feel cheap. Nothing creaks, no gaps, no rattling. Doesn't feel plasticky. You don't pick this thing up and think toy. And the weight is perfect too. Not too heavy, but definitely not flimsy. I spent whole days shooting with it and never really got tired. Now, the rifle uses this removable mag that holds up to 55 .177 caliber BBs. It's made from solid aluminum, so it should hold up well over time. It comes with a speed loader in the box. You're gonna need it to load the mag. Loading's pretty straightforward, and there is just one thing to keep in mind. When the mag's empty, there is this little plastic follower that sticks out, and it does look kind of fragile, so just be careful loading your BBs. First, gently push that follower back in, then load the ammo carefully. Don't force it or anything. If you accidentally snap it off, the mag's pretty much done. But the good news is you can always grab a spare mag. I'll drop a link in the description. So once you've got it loaded, the spring holds tight all the way through. I haven't had a single jam or misfeed while blasting in full auto. I've easily put a few thousand rounds through this thing, at least 100 full mags, and it's been flawless. Pretty impressive, honestly, cause feeding steel BBs at that rate is no joke. In the pineapple test, you can really see what happens when BBs hit something that's got layers. Pineapple's got this kinda tough and pretty thick outer skin, and inside is mostly soft and juicy. So the BB punches right through that tough skin without losing much speed at all. Then the BB just keeps going pretty easily. That's why some of them came straight out the other side. For the accuracy test, I loaded up a full mag and fired in short controlled bursts. The grouping turned out pretty solid overall. Most of the shots stayed nice and tight. I'd say the main group was about palm size, which is totally fine for a gun like this. The gun kept a nice rhythm with no weird jumps and no flyers. Shots landed roughly in the same spot every time. For quick casual shooting and just hitting targets consistently, this thing absolutely does the job. And really, that's what matters most. And this is one of the first full-auto BB guns from a big brand that runs purely off a battery. Like I mentioned, they put a custom gearbox in here, so the rifle runs on this small lithium polymer battery, and it actually comes in the box. You just charge it up and you're good to go. It's lightweight, flat, and delivers power fast. The company says you get up to 650 shots on a full charge, so that's around 12 mags. Honestly though, I shot about 14 mags on a single charge and it didn't run out. It basically lasted me all day and I never hit zero by the end of the session. So speed-wise, this thing shoots up to 430 feet per second. It's not like crazy fast, but it's definitely impressive for an electric BB carbine. I'd say if you're looking for something fun, a bit different if you're tired of dealing with CO2, and something perfect for backyard shooting, this is definitely a game changer. Now, this is one of my chronograph tests, and keep in mind I did this at the end of the day after running at least 9 mags through it just to show real-world performance. So first I fired around 12 single shots, and as you can see, the numbers stayed pretty consistent. No big jumps or sudden dips. It's got less than a 5% variation. That's actually close to what you'd expect from a decent sport-grade airgun. The rifle keeps a strong, steady stream of shots going. That kind of consistency really helps with accuracy because each shot follows pretty much the same path. Then I switched over to full auto burst, and luckily the chrono picked up every single shot. And again, the numbers were super stable, just about a 4 FPS spread through the whole burst, which is basically nothing. Didn't even drop below 400. Each BB is hitting with the same punch, shot after shot. If you ever shot the full auto CO2 guns, you know how fast they can lose power, especially in the cold or after a few mags. But here, since it's battery powered, you get solid, consistent energy all the way until the battery is drained. Shooting at a whole chicken body, I wanted to see how the rifle performs on a target with a bone structure, just to see what kind of damage it can actually do. So the BBs easily went straight through the chicken body. You can see the entry holes came out pretty clean and small. These BBs hit at some really high speed, so they punch right through the skin and go all the way through. I wasn't expecting an electric BB gun to hit this hard. In the coconut test, you can see the BBs had just enough energy to punch through the tough outer layer and start cracking the shell underneath. A coconut is actually a really hard material. It has this tough fibrous skin on the outside, and right under that there is an even harder, thicker shell. The impact was focused enough to break the shell and hit the inner shell, cracking it and even getting stuck inside. The M-LOK handguard on this thing actually feels really smooth, no sharp edges or anything like that. If you need some extra grip, you can always throw on some M-LOK panels. Then it gives you a nice solid hold, makes it feel more secure. I was also using that old school Magwell grip here, mostly just for filming. It's a simple hold, not perfect, but with a lightweight BB rifle like this and no recoil, it works just fine, unless you're running movement drills or working on fast target transitions. And if that's what you're doing, this thing's actually great for practicing solid rifle control. The AER16 comes with flip-up sights, fully adjustable. You can tweak the height and side to side. You can also take them off completely if you want and throw on something else like a red dot or even a scope, whatever works best for your eyes. The Picatinny rail goes the full length up top, but honestly I thought the stock sights were pretty solid. They just line up clean and you get a nice clear sight picture. If your right side isn't perfect or your eyes just get tired easily, I'd say go ahead and slap on a simple red dot. I'll leave some links below if you need a good one. For me, honestly, the AER16 was kind of a breath of fresh air. After using CO2 guns for so long, it just felt simpler, like something new. I'm plugging it in and charging it right next to my phone. Just a bit less hassle overall. And it kinda got me thinking, maybe this is where airguns are headed. I don't know for sure. It kinda reminds me of how movies went digital instead of film. But here, at the very least, you're getting a totally different experience. I got something pretty serious, surprisingly powerful. Now about downsides. I don't know, I genuinely didn't find much to complain about. Maybe the little plastic BB follower in the mag could be tougher. But hey, you can always grab extra mags and they don't cost much. Honestly, I just think you should try it for yourself. I'm pretty sure most of you will see it as something cool and convenient. Anyway, what do you guys think? How do you like it? Let us know down in the comments and hope the review helped you out. Thanks for watching, stay tuned and I'll catch you in the next video.